Thank you, Sir James. This is for you. Okay, tank fans, here we go. This is it, the Pro Gravel Race for the Philippine Cycling Festival that was held this past Saturday. Unreal crowd, 800 riders at once. They changed it at the last second, made it a mass start, which was like chaotic, but still managed to be super fun. So we're off, 6 a.m. rollout, and boom, 800 people on the road at once. So here we go. It's a neutral start. You are allowed to move up, but you are not allowed to pass the race marshal or automatic disqualification. So coach and I mean, look at this massive group of people. I've never, ever seen a race this big start all at once, but it did, and it ended up working out just fine. But yeah, so coach and I, we just worked with each other, got up as far to the front as we can. We knew this was probably our only chance to put ourselves in a position where we could do well, and that was to try to ride to the front as best as we could, stay up there with those guys no matter what else was going on, and then get ready for the fun part. So here we go. We are turning off. We are now on the gravel, the dirt section. It's pretty wide right here as you enter into the quarry, and then boom, it shrinks down to like one lane or a half lane. I don't know, whatever it was. But it's fast and furious now. This is gravel and sand. When I did the track read a couple weeks ago, this was a big challenge because I had tires that were too small, and so I needed to get that fixed, but we did. Unfortunately, there was a wreck. This guy was okay, bike was okay, everyone was okay, but it did cause a little bit of delay. We couldn't get around right away. A couple other riders were involved, but everyone seemed to get up and get moving again. So boom, time to start bombing the course again and have some fun. Now listen, this was my first gravel race. I was so excited to be a part of this. I have to thank Mr. James Tioco. He actually unfortunately got in an accident, and so I got to take his place, and that's why I'm here. Super grateful. Thank you, James. I hope I did you proud. All right, so after that big sandy length of trail, we went across the water, then we went under the yellow bridge, then we headed back up towards Sokovia, and then we turned right and got onto some kind of like single track, double track type stuff. Now this was really cool because you were still able to maintain your speed. There were some sandy areas along the way, and as we made our way, you make this right hand turn, and this is where the first real climb comes in. So it was really important to have the right momentum, right gear going, because it gets a little rough. There were some people on the trail, and all it takes is one bumble type thing, and boom, you're off your bike. So made sure we were really careful here. Had good lines. Didn't get too crazy so that we could just maintain our momentum, and ended up making it up. This was my goal number 1, and that was to make it up this steep climb because it is kind of rocky and everything. I rode the course twice before the race. I didn't make it up either time without putting my foot down. So goal number 1 was achieved, got to the top, boom, off we go. Okay, here we are, Little Baguio in Paradise Ranch. This is a great place to visit when you're off the bike, but this was part of the race course. So we bombed through here. When I saw this the first time, I thought this might be a good place to make up some speed, but it had rained a lot. So I kind of held back a little bit and just, kept my lines clean and everything else, because this was the part coming up that I wasn't sure about. This was a super steep section the first time we rode it. But then they cut in a new part of the trail, which made it a little bit more manageable, able to stay on it, didn't have to get off the bike and everything, and just followed my friend Konzi, who you see in front there, up to the top. There's barbed wire right here, so good place to dismount, get over it safely, and then get going on this dirt road. And this takes us back down through Sokovia.
Left. Kaliwa.
Okay, so after bombing down this dirt road for a while, we come out at the end of the village up here. And like I said, this is the Sokovia area. For those of you ridden up here, you get the buko juice and snacks there. So now we're back on pavement. I took it easy for the first part of this pavement because I'm running mechanical disc brakes, but the second part I let it fly, and it was great to catch up with these guys and everything else. Then we had a climb up to San Martin, and this is just one of those areas you just got to get consistent, pick a speed, and just maintain. Don't blow yourself up trying to get to the top of any climb ever, unless that's where the finish line is. And you can see here that I just kind of maintained a constant speed and was able to move up and move on to the top. No problem.
It's all fun when you're out. 55. I had breakfast.
Super exciting. So this is my favorite part of the ride. You do this downhill next to this palm farm kind of thing, and and you get going. Now, part of this road was kind of sketchy, not gonna lie, but they had put down some gravel. They're getting ready to make this a better road for the locals here, which of course we understand. But there was only one line to take for sure down this slick gravel when you're on a gravel bike. The mountain bikers were able to just kind of push through, and it wasn't a big deal. But for us, at least for some of us, there was a line that you had to take and follow, and we did that here. Now, this guy in front of me, I could tell hadn't been riding this trail yet, and so I was trying to give him some pointers, and he was kind enough to pull over. One of the best parts about the gravel community is just the camaraderie, the sportsmanship. It's absolutely amazing, totally different than road biking. So once we get off that hill, you're back on the flats again. You're moving through just some sandy washboard areas, and I kind of sped it up here just so that we could enjoy this a little bit faster, and then it's time for the best part of this entire ride. All right, full disclosure, the first 2 times I rode this course, I didn't do well on any of the water crossings.
Right side.
I went 1 for 4 on the first time, 2 for 4 on the second time. So my number 1 goal today was to cross all the water crossings. Now my camera was off for number 1, but I made it. Number 2, there you go. Boom, we're across. And you gotta maintain that momentum to get up the other side of this hill, or you're walking. And I didn't want to walk because I was wearing road shoes actually to ride in this event. So the less time I spend on my road shoes on the ground, the better. But once you get up and over, boom, you're on to the next water crossing. This is water crossing number 3. The right side is the line to take. So I plow through that, maintaining momentum, pop out on the other side. Almost my entire mission has been accomplished, and a couple guys, and you can see there, if you slow down a little bit, it was so rough and so rocky that you were going to put your foot down or even have to get off. And then here's the last one, number 4. Number 4, I just bombed. I just said I'm going to go as fast as I can across the water, and 3/4 of the way over, the momentum started to slow down, but boom, I popped right out and got on it again. So 4 water crossings on 1 ride. Absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend this course. It is awesome. So at this point in the race, we're just flat tracking. There's no hills here. We're actually moving towards Pavement area where we're going to turn up and go up a large climb. Now, I didn't have my camera on for that part of it, but you know, it's a big climb on an unfinished road going to NCC that then you go down the other side of, and you end up right back at Yellow Bridge, and that's where we ended up transitioning back onto pavement. So here we are on Yellow Bridge. This has become an iconic area. It's not open to the public yet, but sometimes people sneak in there and get some cool pictures. So anyway, we're crossing over Yellow Bridge, and we're gonna make our way back up to the top of there. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point, 10 kilometers to go, tank is tired. I had been going full gas, just wanting to do the very best that I possibly could. I was really excited about this race and looking forward to it. I was blessed to be able to borrow a bike from one of my fellow CRZ guys, Ian Intal. Thank you so much, Ian. I had so much fun on your bike, and I hope your bike had fun with me. So you're motoring back up, your legs are tired. This is what you need. You need 3 young guys to ride up next to you that have a lot more left in the tank than you do, and you get on their back wheel and you try to hang on. And that's exactly what I did. It was great. We were averaging about 27, 28 kilometers an hour. Here we are now going back by Aqua Planet. So this is it. There's 2 kilometers left on this ride. It's time to just put your head down, pedal as hard as you can, get in a big gear, use the downhill to your advantage, and that's what I did. I didn't have much left in terms of energy at this point. This race actually took me 1 hour and 36 minutes. This was so much faster than I had done it the first time, and still faster when I did it the second time. So I was really proud of what I was able to do on this gravel bike, and I'm so excited to do more gravel bike events. And I just think this sport is just going to continue to grow in popularity. You know, we always talk about it's kind of hard sometimes on road bikes because the roads aren't always in great condition. But gravel bikes give you the flexibility to go on-road and off-road, and I just think that's amazing. So I had a blast. Thank you, Philippine Cycling Festival. Thank you, Shimano, for putting this on. It was an incredible day. Super happy. Definitely going to do it. Okay, so I'm here with Ethan. He was one of the bright, shiny stars this weekend for us. Really helped out, get everything organized and done. So I'm just really grateful. Thank you so much for volunteering and all of your help. And yeah, that's it from PFC. Gonna get some rest and come back for awards later tonight. See you. Okay, no idea I was going to get a podium. I ended up getting 5th place. Super happy about that. I just want to say a quick shout out to Jonathan Credo, Francisco Caca, Ricardo Arcilia, and Manuel Sai. They were all up there, did better than me. You guys did great. See you next year.